Welcome back, guys, to more Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII 3. We just finished up the Chocobo Chick Friends Forever quest. And what we want to go ahead and do is actually make sure these guys don't have any turbo ethers on. If they do, I'm just going to abuse like chronostasis when we get it. And go to like Wildlands and just abuse chronostasis for like an entire episode probably. Nope, this guy doesn't have one. I just sent the turbo ether too. I'm not sure if I kept that in the beginning intro, but I did go ahead and send that damn. I sent the turbo ether to people. I'm just checking all the items because turbo ethers recover everything, recover most of your EP, I believe, if not everything about it. High potion, eat this. All right, whatever. Let's get out of here. There's a lot of people we're running into here. But anyway, what we need to do now is literally catch the train back to Luxarian to finish off a couple of quests here. And we have to do one of the quests here right now. The one about the father's leather. We're about to go collect our reward from that before he leaves. Because if we were to go to Luxarian first and come back, he would be gone. Because he only stays here until 4.
I gave the letter to Pickett, although I guess it's more accurate to say he stole it off me.
He did? But you know what? It might be the last thing he steals. I saw him just a little while ago and something was different about him. He seemed proud, holding his head high. Why, he reminded me of his father. I think his criminal days might be over.
Sure.
You did the right thing.
Once a criminal, always a criminal, bro.
Maybe you shouldn't call him that. Child, I mean. He seems more mature than other kids. If you treated him more like the young man that he's become, he might listen to you.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Of course. The next time I see little Pickett, I shall address him not as a child of my dear friend, but as a man in his own right. Thank you so much for all your help.
Yeah, quest completed. Nice. Formal silk hat. Alright. Love the music. Love the music. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and catch a ride pretty much to Luxarian. We're gonna go ahead and initiate. We can't even finish both of these quests. They require multiple days to finish. So we're gonna run back to Luxarian so we can pretty much set up these quests for later, to finish later. Alright guys, we made it to the quest I was talking about earlier. Aardman.
Hey, are you ready to tell me more about your friend? His story's pretty intriguing.
Oh, you're back. I knew you couldn't stay away forever. I wager you're dying to hear the rest of my friend's story. Now, where were we? Oh, right. He'd gotten transferred to a department that handled big stories and was given a huge one himself. It was a bribery case in Yusnan. The woman suspected of the crime held quite a high position in the order.
Corruption at the very top of the church hierarchy, huh? Sounds like a pretty big story, all right.
It was indeed. Quite scandalous, actually. My friend pursued the case with a vengeance and published articles about it every day to keep the public informed of the facts. The woman was subjected to heavy criticism. A little too much, in fact. Turns out my friend was right about one thing. The saying is true. The pen is mightier than the sword. Unable to cope, she killed herself.
That must have been tragic for your friend. But he simply told the truth, that's all.
Well, the real tragedy is what followed. Shortly after her death, a document was uncovered. This document provided invaluable evidence in the case. It exonerated her of her crime. She was innocent.
Damn.
So the articles written by your friend drove an innocent person to take her own life?
Yes, and he couldn't bear such a burden. I mean, who could? I'll have to tell you the rest of the story at another time.
Damn. That's fucked up. People killing themselves because... Yes. Yes, people killing themselves because of the damn criticism of them being innocent in the case. Damn. See, this is why people don't like criticism, man. It will lead someone to kill themselves. Y'all need to be careful about criticizing people, man. Alright, so by the time we get up here, we should see the angel tears chick. She should be right up here. Yup. Here we go. Angel tears. About to sip on some angel tears.
Hello? Would you like to buy some tears? I can make you a great deal. I swear you won't regret it.
Are you an orphan? Yes. About to sip on orphan tears. Sipping on orphan tears. Yes. Quest accepted.
You're selling your tears? That's not something you see every day.
That's right. People say my tears are beautiful and majestic. They can't get enough. Some even call them the tears of an angel. Would you like to see? Never mind. I guess I can't sell them to you.
But you've already taken my money.
Don't dwell on the money. It's not about that. I can't sell my tears to just anybody you know.
I've never met a merchant who was bold enough to choose their customers.
I know, but I'm special. I can't give you a refund, but instead you can ask me anything you want. Anything at all.
No thanks, I'd rather not.
Then what if I tell you a story that'll make you want to ask me something? You see, I used to be an actress.
Really?
This was a long time ago. But then, one day, that thing happened. And I had to quit. I can't do much, but I can cry on cue. That's what prompted me to start this business. Come on, aren't you even the teeniest bit curious why I quit acting?
Nope.
Not really, but I'll listen if you want me to.
Reverse psychology, huh? I'm not falling for that. Besides, I already gave you your money's worth. And that's all for today. If you want more, come back another time.
So we have to do this on multiple days, which is going to be annoying because these are like the only two quests that we really need to do here left in Luxarian. We pretty much completed everything else. So since we're here, we're going to actually... We're going to go ahead and talk to Chocolina really quick.
This mighty savior.
We're going to see if there's anything we can hand in. Nope. So we're going to go walk all the way back to North Station and catch the train back to XIII because there's nothing really else we can do here at the time being. So I'll see you guys very shortly on YouTube, and we'll be back at Luxarian or XIII, going on that last date with the guy. So here we go. Oh, look at this! There's a quest we can do right here.
It's no good. Welcome! A customer! This is so exciting! What can I get you?
Well, what do you serve?
Anything you want. How about the chef's special made from top quality recycled materials? Deep fried niblet hairballs.
Are you sure that's actually edible?
Oh yes, it definitely won't kill you, I can guarantee it. And since you're my first customer in days, no charge.
Alright, let's eat the deep fried niblet hairball.
Nothing ventured.
That's the spirit. Take the plunge, I say.
We're eating before our first date.
Well, does it make your taste buds sing? Are you transported to culinary heaven?
This is...
Too tart? Too much salt, perhaps? I can brush it off if you like.
No, it's actually really good.
God, that is a relief. I mean, of course it's good. I knew you'd love it. I've been working on the recipe for weeks. Unfortunately, it's not very nutritious. People are more health conscious these days, which is ironic considering the times.
Nutritious or not, you'd think that more people would come back for this.
I think it must be me. I just don't have a head for business. No matter how hard I work, I just can't seem to attract more customers.
I know the feels, man. I know those
Brink of
feels.
financial ruin for years now. My son got sick of it, so he left.
You've got the chops to be a good cook, though. Why don't you try to find yourself a partner? You know, someone you trust who has a better head for business.
Now that you mention it, I hear there's a famous food expert here in Yusnan. Apparently he specializes in turning around lost causes like mine. I'll bet... No, I know he could help me, but how do I find him? All I know is his name.
And what is it?
Gordon Gourmet. Despite his fame, he's
Chef
hard to track down.
Boyardee.
If you do happen to run into him, could you tell him about CDs?
His name is Chef Boyardee. All right. Gordon Gourmet. Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Gourmet.
Gordon Ramsay.
You are far too kind. Thank you so much. I hope you find him soon.
Alright, so first of all, we got an hour before we can actually go on that date anyway, so we might as well go ahead and take care of this, because this is a quest we can actually take care of very easily. We just need to walk in this same area, going around talking to Gordon, going around talking to the other restaurants here. So let's go ahead and start doing this quest. This is something I didn't even plan.
Tell me, are you the famous food expert?
Possibly. I do boast a certain renown in culinary circles. It cannot be denied.
Gordon Ramsay, what's shaking, bruh? The fucking chocobo was not cooked all the way.
CD's restaurant, you say? I do hate to see a good restaurant go undiscovered by the dining public.
So, will you help him out? I can take you right there.
Oh no. CD's restaurant? I'm afraid you will have to find someone else. I'm sorry.
I can't persuade you?
Impossible. This city is overflowing with restaurants crying out for the deft helping hand of Gordon Gourmet. I'm run ragged trying to keep up. And, well, you see... Right, my rule. I have an ironclad policy. I cannot help an establishment unless the owner approaches me directly.
You just made that up, didn't you? All right, can you do this for me? Just give me some advice now and I'll pass it along to the owner. You don't have to come to the restaurant at all.
That sounds reasonable. I mean, I'd hate to see a restaurant serving fried niblet hairballs go under. Except, if I give advice, I need to make sure that it is communicated accurately, with total precision. And that means my messenger has to understand the instructions perfectly.
Well, I guess that rules me out. I don't know the first thing about fine dining.
Oh, you don't have to be a top chef, or even a garde-manger. All you need is a discerning palate. Practically anyone can acquire one with a little training.
I'm not sure what you mean by a discerning palate, but I don't think I have one.
Trust me when I say it can be found. In fact, a tour of the best establishments of the Glutton's Quarters should do.
Alright, the 6 most popular restaurants in the world are found in the Glutton's Quarter. Eat at all 6 establishments and report your findings to Gordon Ramsay. Aaron is still here. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy.
Welcome.
Snow Special.
When offering a complete dining experience to discerning patrons, superb food and excellent drinks are not enough. One must always anticipate the needs of your patrons. I am constantly assessing the dining space from the viewpoint of my customers, the comfort, the decor. Our customers want more than just a meal. They come for the memories they can savor
Hardcore
for years to
decor
come.
to go along with your hardcore parkour. You have mastered the way of the Garkhan. Yes.
That was useful information.
I never met Ranulph, and I don't care to meet him. I was just given his journal for safekeeping.
Alright, we're about to do some hardcore parkour. Watch this. Hardcore parkour! Platforming! Alright. Time to go eat at one of the other 6 restaurants. Other 5, I should say. The Meat Grill.
Get your meat! Step right up! Get the best meat and kebabs in Houston!
Yeah, we're gonna eat something. Behave Burger.
Our meat is shipped directly from the wildlands. We use only natural ingredients, none of that synthetic stuff.
Synthetics?
Grilling and roasting are the best. The key is knowing how to seal in the juices and flavors. And we do that better than anyone else.
Finger licking good, rotisser.
Light, I'm glad you're enjoying all the food, but I hope all these rich meals don't slow you down.
Shut up, Hope.
Every one of our fish is fresh caught and delicious.
Let's try the grilled. No. Starfish and chips sounds delicious.
We get our seafood fresh every morning. Comes straight out of the ocean. Tastes great raw or grilled. A chef is even more important when preparing uncooked dishes. The way you slice a tuna makes all the difference in the world.
You mastered the way of the connoisseur. I don't know how to say that.
Connoisseur by the time this is over. You just have 3 more restaurants left to visit.
Stand and sip. Stand and sip.
Welcome. How can I be of help?
Give me a fire in a bottle.
From the elegant simplicity of straight spirits on the rocks to complex and fruity concoctions with little umbrellas, we serve all kinds of drinks. Cocktails can be served, chilled or warm, shaken or stirred.
Shaken or
Everyone has their own
stirred, okay.
preferences. We encourage customers to consult with our staff to create the perfect cocktail to accompany their evening.
Yes, shaken or
2
stirred.
more places, Light, and you'll have managed to sample all the popular restaurants of the Glutton's Quarter.
Alright, there's one more that we need to do right here, right now. Who? She has a pumpkin head.
Come enjoy the healthy fruits of the earth.
I guess so. The pea soup, the geisha stew. You know what? The silkish roast sounds really good.
Even kids who hate greens love my veggie dishes. Vitamins in vegetables are determined by their color. You want a wide variety for a well-balanced
She has a
diet.
pumpkin head. Were you born with that head?
Almost there, Light. You have 1 more restaurant left to visit.
Yes, we eating all this food before we go on a date. This is ridiculous. Why are we eating so much food before we leave for a date? Is this recommended? This game is recommended that we do this? There's a cafe somewhere around here. I just don't know where to go. Do I talk to this guy?
Welcome. We have a popular selection of sweets.
Oh, all right. I guess I can go for that. Let's go with the chaos parfait.
Our customers come here to put down their shopping bags and rest their weary feet. Our cakes and sweets are the perfect pick-me-up for just about everyone. We put a lot of love into our cakes, and that's what makes them so good. They're like treats for your palate and soul.
All right. All right.
Well, you visited all the best restaurants. What do you say, Light? Do you feel like you've learned all there is to know?
Listening to scraps of advice from chefs won't make me an expert. Besides, most of what they told me was common sense, and they didn't tell me anything I hadn't heard before.
Maybe you should go back and talk to a real expert.
Well, how goes the culinary tour?
I did what you suggested. I visited the top restaurants in the neighborhood.
That is excellent news. So now let me give you the advice I promised. If CD's restaurant wants to turn its business around... wait, let me ask you something first. You've eaten at CD's and at the best establishments in Yusnan. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main difference between the two? I'd be interested to hear your opinion. In your own words, of course.
Why? Is this some kind of test?
Yes, exactly. Now tell me, what did all the successful restaurants have in common that poor old CD's lacks?
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to was helpful. They seemed honest and open. I don't think they were lying to me, but something seemed off.
Oh, would you care to elaborate?
Well, it almost felt like they were hiding something from the customers. But it wasn't as if they were deliberately lying or trying to deceive anyone. In fact, I don't think they realized it themselves. They thought they were telling me everything they knew. Yes, that's it. It was unconscious, like an instinct. They were hiding something, but they weren't doing it deliberately at all.
What?
I'd say the very best chefs, restaurant managers, and bartenders all share some kind of secret. It's like a special ingredient that makes their food stand out from the others.
What a wonderful deduction. You have hit the nail on the head. To think you discovered this answer only after visiting a few establishments. It is as you say, the best, most successful restaurants have a certain je ne sais quoi, a secret something that makes their offerings unique. And finding that something, that is what I do best. In other words, if the restaurant does not already have a special something, then I simply cannot help it.
Then what about CD's? Do you think you can help him?
I can tell you this, the chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant a success. Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot secure supplies, and that is why he struggles. Let me be specific. Once upon a time, CD's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk. But then supplies dried up and the restaurant fell into a long decline.
You seem to know a lot about CD's.
Well, a long time ago, let's just say we have a close history and leave it at that.
Fine by me.
Uh-oh.
All I need to know is that if I can find this spice, the restaurant should start bringing in customers.
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, the only way to acquire it would be to defeat certain monsters. Such a shame. All for want of a single spice, his restaurant is failing. He has the recipe for success. He just needs the final ingredient.
All right. The Beast Schrodinger in Central Avenue. Defeat the monster and show Gordon Gourmet the item. Alright guys, and welcome back. I tried to find the Schrodinger, but I said screw it because he wasn't freaking spawning at any point. And on the point where they even, like, the guy recommends you to be at a certain point, and I tried going there, and guess what? Well, it didn't spawn. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off this video with this date, which is gonna be hilarious. No!
Gosh, I didn't think you'd actually come. But what is that you're wearing?
I knew I forgot to do something. I thought here we go. I'm gonna change really quick. Here we go. Yo, you better be lucky I came anyway, bro.
This is the famous banquet of the Lord. Recognize my...
You came after all. You look absolutely beautiful. You're like an angel from heaven.
I heard this place serves a mean steak.
Yeah, it's delicious, all right. But first, let's watch the fireworks, okay? See? Aren't they amazing?
Nope. I'm here for the food, fool. This dude is looking at me, not the fireworks.
I really want to thank you for coming out with me.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm just here for the steak.
Sure. We're just eating, right? My girl won't get mad at me for that.
Why do you still call her my girl? I thought she dumped you.
Actually, about that, I kind of embellished things. When you saw me looking so blue, it wasn't because I was dumped. See, well, the thing is, me and my girl were engaged to be married. But then she died. It happened so suddenly. I was in shock.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But then you came along, and I invited you out, and you said yes. And you even showed up. I mean, I didn't think you would. You don't know me from Adam. My girl and I had been looking forward to this day for weeks and weeks. She loved the fireworks of Yusnan. She said seeing them made her forget about the end of the world. But then, all of a sudden, she was gone for good. I think she guided you here, so I could enjoy the fireworks for us both. It sounds crazy, but it could be true. Stranger things have happened.
Whatever, fool. Where's my steak? Where's the steak? I need my fucking steak. I need it. I need the steak right now. Alright. So, we got that done. We still need to freaking... You know what? I might need to go talk to one dude.
Welcome.
Not to him. You know what? I will have the snow special again.
Do come again.
That steak was not enough. I had to eat something else. Already collected the item, that's why. Oh my god. That's why I couldn't find it, because I already found it.
Ha! I'd recognize that fragrance anywhere. You found Civet Musk.
Wow.
Thank you indeed. It's very kind what you're doing. CD's is lucky to have you on its side.
Why are you thanking me? If anyone should be grateful, it's me, and the owner of CD's for all of your helpful advice.
Oh, quite so. When you put it that way, of course you're right. I just get caught up in a project and start thinking it's my own restaurant I'm saving. But back to business. Here, I developed this new and original recipe. I want you to take it back to CD's together with the civet musk you acquired. The owner will be waiting anxiously for you.
So, you still don't want to meet him yourself?
I'm afraid that won't happen. Not ever again. However, that doesn't stop me from wishing him and CD's the very best. Please tell him that whatever happens, I'll be praying for his success.
I had no clue I had already got the item, so that was kind of confusing.
Lightning.
Parkour, parkour!
Do you remember what the
Tell
owner of
Hope to
CD's
shut
told us when we met?
up.
You mean the story about his son that ran away from home when the restaurant started struggling? Great minds, Hope. We've both been thinking that maybe this son of his went on to become a famous food expert.
And that's why Gordon won't meet CD's owner. But he still clearly wants to help out. Let's take this.
I think this is the guy. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Nuculi. Wait, where was this guy located? I think he was located like at the... Yeah, we're in the wrong area. We're supposed to go into this area all the way over here. CD's owner. Here we go.
Gordon Gourmet created a new recipe for you. You should make it with this civet musk. Do that and you'll be able to save your restaurant. At least, that's what he said.
Why, thank you! This is wonderful! How can I ever repay you? This is incredible! Everything is here in black and white! A groundbreaking dish! I'd never have thought to do half the things in this recipe. The genius of Gordon Gourmet oozes from every word.
Damn.
Notice anything else?
About the recipe? No, not particularly. It's well organized, written in a clear hand. Wait. This handwriting, it looks strangely familiar. Yes, I've seen it before. These swirls, these bold loops. Could it be?
I think so. It turns out Gordon Gourmet has a secret identity. He's your long-lost son.
What?
And you're sure it was him who
what a
created
twist!
This wonderful recipe. But more importantly, he's in this town. Is he happy?
You have nothing to worry about. He's doing great. Except, I'm really sorry, but I don't think he wants to see you again. I can't tell you where he is.
But why? Yes, we quarreled when he left, but that was a long time ago. Is he still angry at me?
Do you have a message for him? I can make sure he gets it.
Well, how about this? I'm gonna make his dish just like the recipe lays out. Would you be so good as to deliver it to him? At the very least, I want him to try it. Truth be told, what I really want to tell him is to come back to CD's and work with me. Perhaps if he knew that I still haven't lost my touch. Would that be enough to entice him back? I don't know.
I don't think words alone will do it, but if he tries your dish and likes it, that might be enough for him.
Alright, here we go. Making that steak. The delicious
and there
steak.
It is, finished at last. Here, please, I want you to be the first to taste it.
Alright. I'm feeling hungry anyway.
You just ate like several thousand meals, Lightning. Like, come on. She has a bottomless pit. She's Goku. The delicious dish restores all your HP.
Wow. This might be the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life. Really, it's incredible.
Why, thank you. Although all the credit must go to my son, it was his doing. Here, I've made enough for one more. I've asked you for many favors, but would you do this last thing for me?
Sure. I'll take it to Gordon Gourmet.
Gordon Gourmet. Steak à la civet. Civet. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and finish this up, and then what we want to go ahead and do is actually use chronostasis now. There's a couple of quests that we need to do before a certain time period. Wildlands will have to wait until the next the next several days, but right now I just want to go ahead and finish this up.
Welcome everyone to the banquet of the Lord.
Oh, do I smell what I think I smell? I do, don't I? That must be my recipe.
Yes, the owner at CD's insisted that I bring you a portion so you could taste it for yourself.
I see. Well, then... Oh, yes. A perfect balance of fuzzy mutton and civet musk. The palate sings. It's a microcosm of culinary delight. A theme park of olfactory and gustatory attractions. And if you think that's hyperbole, I've only just begun. This is even better than I imagined. I always knew he was a skilled chef, but this...
So, why don't you go back there and help him out again in the kitchen?
Go back? Well, what do you mean? I've never... Oh, all right. The cat's out of the bag. You've somehow figured it out. What my true identity is...
What the hell?
Yes, I admit it. I am indeed the son of the owner of CD's restaurant. It was a long time ago, but one day we quarreled, and I left the shop vowing never to return. We fought over cooking, you see.
He mastered his voice and everything.
I vowed that one day I would rebuild the restaurant. That's what started me on my journey to becoming Gordon Gourmet. Since then, I devoted every waking hour to learning about the culinary arts. After many years of study, I finally had an epiphany. I realized what CD's restaurant needed to regain its former glory.
You had a falling out because of the menu? But when your father saw your recipe, he was thrilled. All he could talk about was how he dreamed of you coming back. So the two of you could run the restaurant together, just like old times.
So he recognizes my ability. Oh, but it's too late. I can't go back now. The fact is, I abandoned him in the restaurant when times were tough. I'm ashamed of what I did,
I can't face him again.
What if
you mustn't feel that way?
I knew he came here, dude.
Father,
he followed Lightning just like every other character.
To the young lady, but I wanted to see you. I followed her.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
What do you say? Let's start over. You set out on your own, did things your own way, stayed true to yourself, working hard to achieve your dreams. And now look what you can do. The recipe that you created was amazing. I've never seen the likes of it before. What can I say except that I am proud of you?
But Father, I left you.
Not in my wildest dreams could I have conceived of such a dish. Indeed, if you had given it to me back then, I doubt I would have recognized its greatness. But worse, I wouldn't have believed you could be capable of such a thing. I always underestimated you, my son. For that, you have my sincere apologies.
It's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for abandoning you and the restaurant when you were struggling to keep it going.
Looks like you two have made up.
Yes. Now let's get to it, shall we? Together. We'll make CDs a success again!
Yay! Give me your souls. I only did this for your souls.
That went well. A microcosm of culinary delight, did he say? That sounds rather tasty to me.
Ah, shut up, Hope.
Want me to pick you up some takeout?
You know what I'd prefer over that? If sometime you made me one of your specialty dishes.
I haven't spent much time in kitchens, but if you want something off a campfire grill, maybe I could rustle something up. I was never as good a cook as Sarah, but I have been told that I grill a pretty mean behemoth steak.
Wow. Alright, so basically, Hope was trying to say, get in the kitchen, Lightning. Get in the fucking kitchen and make me something to eat. But anyway, what we're gonna do here is save the game, take a break, and once we come back, we'll be back to do some more Luxarian Use 9 quest. So I'll see you guys next time.